is my honor today to present to you two very lovely and personalities in the American Jamaat. Many of you may know them, some of you may not, and I hope you will cherish this memory. Please remember this, record this in your minds, and tell them about these memories to all of your friends and your brothers. The two gentlemen that I'd like to introduce are Abid Hanif and Rashid Ahmed. Begin by introducing the very first missionary in America who began this legacy of Ahmadiyyat in this country. And his name was Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Sadiq. Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Sadiq was one of those most revered companions of the Promised Messiah that we hear so many special incidents about. He arrived in America in 1920, and he was here for a very brief period of time, only 2 years. And in that period of time, he converted 700 Americans to Islam. He had the honor of serving Ahmadiyyat as a missionary in this country under the blessed caliphate of Hazrat Muslima. Briefly, his story is such that he came over on a ship to the United States, and he arrived in Philadelphia, and he was detained on grounds that he was preaching Islam, some of its concepts, and they accused him of promoting polygamy and other concepts in this country. So they detained him, and they moved him to Ellis Island, the famous island, Ellis Island in New York. And he was in prison, and he didn't stop his preaching, he didn't stop his mission, and he began converting people by the dozens in the jail. So it's the fruits of people like him that we have the honor of knowing people like the ones at the stage today.
This is Sufi Muhtar Bengali Sahib, who was the third Muhammad in charge in the United States. Rashid Sahib was put to some work from him.
I've been looking at your name tag, and I'm noticing your name, and it's interesting. His name is Rashid Ahmed American. And I was wondering how, as you introduce yourself, tell us how you got that name.
Okay, let's start first with the name. I had noticed when I was in Pakistan, you could be a Bajwa, you could be a Syed, you could be a Malik. All these words, there's no Pakistan have two names. They always have three names. The title of the clan, where it might be, but it's always three names. So I thought what I would do, I would ask the Khalifa to see Sanira to give me a name. But he had more knowledge about that than I did. So he asked me then, why do you need another name? I said, Zul, because Rashid is such a common name. He said, all the names are common. Okay, but why do you haven't told me yet why you need another name? I said, because there's so many Rashid Ahmeds. He said, in that case, if you want something other than Rashid Ahmed, you can add on that your town. Rashid Ahmed, Chicago. He said, no, that's Rashid Ahmed from Chicago. Or you can add on to that name your street name. Okay, you can say your name is Rashid Ahmed Wabash. If you want to be different, want somebody to know you, so you can add on to it this way. So okay, then I thought, all right, then what I'll do now become Rashid Ahmed America. And it have had some good effects.
If anybody throws anything on the ground, pick it up, because we'll get arrested for disorderly conduct, littering and so forth like that. So that was a concession. Brother Muhammad Sadiq, my dear friend, he believed the best of everybody. He didn't think that there was anybody that couldn't be reached. And so he started talking to the police. I said, Sadiq, shut up! You're gonna get us all arrested. I was down at one end of the block, and I happened to look up, and the police had grabbed Sadiq by the nape of the neck. And they were, the position, they're gonna take you away. They're gonna take you away. And so I felt that it was my responsibility as the the Tabligh secretary that I could allow that to happen on my watch. So I ran back up the street to where Sadiq was being arrested. And in fact, they knocked me down so much so that I fell under the kiosk where they sell newspapers. And it has like an apron outside the newspaper instead. So the guy beat me so bad I fell up under there. And he was reaching under there, you're not going to get, and hitting under the thing. And I could, you know, that's a term people criticize me for using terms, but I like to be precise. It's a term called phantasmagoria. I was fading out, and I was thinking, I said, wow, this is where it's going to be, you know? And I could hear very faintly Sadiq saying, don't hit him anymore, please don't hit him anymore. And finally, the guy reached under there and yanked me from under the stand and ripped my shirt so we even looked like real, you know, hooligans, you know, that we're not upright citizens, you know, we're just a bunch of troublemakers. And they beat me into, and they ripped I had on a shirt and tie, you know, you're supposed to presentable thing. They ripped that all off and grabbed my t-shirt and ripped it so. Now I really looked like a derelict, you know, a troublemaker out there, blood's all over my thing. And then they grabbed me and Sadiq both and said, come on, you're going to jail. But we just wanted to convert, you know, we wanted to spread the message and do whatever had to be done. And that's what I'm saying. You got to preach. That's what it's about. So we finally came up to trial. We got somebody to bail us out, and Abdul Qadir Zagab came. He was the missionary church that I remember. He's the only one who came. Our churches of Khan didn't come, and we got our charge was dismissed. We were giving.
They have been given a perfect organization. The Hazrat Khalifa Masih, Sayyid Razan Ho, was not only a Khalifa, he was the promised son. He was promised to mankind as an answer to the promised Messiah's prayer. This man, the promised reformer, he has special qualities. He's not just elected Khalifa. So what did he put together? He put together a perfect machinery. Tariqa Jadid, Lajna, Qudam, no flaws. But where's the preaching at, man? We got to do some preaching. We're here for what purpose? We're here to convert the whole of America, the whole of the world, into the Ahmadiyya movement. We're not here to make the system better. We're here to introduce the system to other people. So what you got to develop technique. Techniques come from observation. You got to see the person you want to preach to, see something good in them, and be able to tell them that good you see. They'll listen. Everybody want to hear something good about themselves. And then you lead them down the path. I'm constantly telling this everywhere I go, get out of these four walls, wherever they may be at. If it's here, Cleveland, wherever it might be, get out of these four walls, get out in the street, and let the people know that the promised Messiah, peace of God, have come, and now one here brought a way of life that leads you to heaven. It's so simple.